let y'all know I'm going live right now. I know we just went live earlier, but honestly, I gotta let my phone charge a little bit. It's on 1%, y'all, cause I went live earlier, and you know what I'm saying. Like my mic did, like everything did. Like I tried to space out the time so it'll make sense for everybody. So, like for like the first 3 minutes, I'm finna just sit here and let my phone charge. But I'm starting it because I value y'all time, and even though nobody on here right now, y'all gonna be watching it back later.
Makes sense for everybody. So, like for like the first three.
All right, and I just heard some feedback, so y'all let me know if y'all still hearing the feedback or whatever the situation might be. But yeah, we gonna let our phone charge a little bit, and then y'all let me know through this in this if y'all hearing the feedback. Let me see. I just at least need like 2 or 3%, bro. I don't need much. Good catch on the feedback. Yes, sir. Man, I don't know what be going on with it, bro. Why I keep doing that? You feel me? I mean, I be playing when I be saying it's FVG butter, but something, feel me? Some spiritual force is coming up against my shit. You feel me? Or it's just YouTube trying to limit my shit because I be saying fag and fucking cunt and nigga and all this shit. So I don't know, but I feel like they would just take my page if that was the case. So I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, my phone is on 1%, so I'm kind of trying to let it charge just a little bit, and especially as more people get in here and stuff. I'm trying to let it charge a little bit. How you feeling though, man? How everybody feeling that's gonna be coming in here, man? Hope you feeling good. Hope you feeling good on your Friday, Saturday. You definitely on somebody list. You talking about you definitely on somebody list. Hey man, I would like to believe that my platform's so small that they ain't caught wind of me yet. But who knows? Hey though, boy, since you the only one in here right now, I'll tell you right now, tonight we got a good one though. We talking about Haley Salisi, we talking about Dr. Umar, and we talking about 607 And I think it's gonna be a good one. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a real good one. It's gonna be a real good one. It's gonna be a real good one. Man, 1% sucks, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna give it to about how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome in, Mrs. Culver. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, everybody. Nice to see you, everybody. Yeah, I'm on 1%. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to let my phone charge. I know I went live earlier today. I tried to give myself more time to get back here so we could, so I could charge up everything. But technology has been glitching around me ever since I started doing this. Before, I never had no problems with no chargers, no nothing. But as I started doing this, as I started speaking my truth, boy, everything around me, technology is glitching around me. Shit, stuff is just breaking around me. All types of weirdo stuff. Today, though, y'all, it was brought to my attention that I need to start having goals with my lives. So today, our goal is gonna be 50 likes. We may or may not reach it, but I believe in y'all. I believe in myself. I believe we can reach that. So you make sure y'all like it up. We trying to get to 50 likes today. You know what I'm saying? That'd be dope. We talking about Haley Salisi. We talking about Dr. Umar. We talking about 607 and we talking about false prophets. You know what I'm saying? And it's not all in tandem, but it all kind of like correlates together. So that's what we talking about today. That's what we talking about today. Yep, that's what we talking about today. And again, y'all, our goal for this live is 50 likes. So make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Share this with your family and friends. You feel me? Tell somebody about us because we are the people. We are the movement. We are the biggest. We're bigger than everybody. We're bigger than 607 KV Nini, Capo Risky, The Bob Report. You feel me? Spiritually speaking. And then on our platform wise as well, we are about to be bigger than them on that regard as well. And again, our goal is 50 likes today. So I'm gonna kind of get to it. 3 people is plenty for me. So today, Haley Salisi. I'm gonna start with that gentleman because I kind of just like got out of class about Haley Salisi. I wasn't so educated on Haley Salisi. The only thing that I knew is that he was a Ethiopian emperor king. That's the only thing that I knew. Other than that, I had no idea about who the guy was or where, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know. I knew he was on Rastafarian flags and stuff like that. But I used to think and ask myself, like, why are they putting him on a flag? Like, why are they worshiping a man? So, the short answer to that question, though, is because they believe that he was the second coming of Christ. So, that's the short answer to that question. But who Haile Selassie was and is and what he represents the idea of black excellence. He represents the idea of black excellence. He represents the idea of a black sovereignty. So, just a little brief background over Haile Selassie. Haile Selassie was the king, well, one actually the last emperor of Ethiopia. The last emperor, the ruling monarch of Ethiopia. He ruled for 40 years. He ruled from the 1940 something to 1970 something. He ruled for 40 years. And during his time, because y'all know that Ethiopia was the only country in the African continent that resisted European indoctrination and invasion. They resisted the Italians. The Italians tried to conquer Ethiopia, and through the diplomacy and the tactful warlike skills of Haile Selassie, Italy was not able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Italy wasn't able to do that. So he's been a hero amongst many different cultures, but particularly the Rastafarian country for at least 40 to 50 years or so. Like they actually see him as the second coming of Christ. You know what I'm saying? Um, so we're gonna talk about him. We're gonna talk about Dr. Umar. Y'all know Dr. Umar, the Pan Africanist. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about him, and then y'all know 607 Unk. And I'm not gonna so much give my opinion on these people primarily. I'm gonna wait till kind of towards the end to give my opinion about these people. Then you'll go. You got 607 Unk, the spiritualist, street Nigra. You know what I'm saying? So these are our characters today, right? So, like I was stating, and I was talking about Haile Selassie. What I learned about Haile Selassie is that he was very great for his country. He was really the problem with Haile Selassie is that he had too much power for too long, and he was the only one that was responsible for all of Ethiopia's problems. So what do I mean by that? So Haile Selassie, like I said, he kept Italy out of Ethiopia. He kept Italy out of Ethiopia. He kept Italy out of Ethiopia. Ethiopia was and is the only country on that continent that has not had a European type of what's the word I'm looking for? A European type of indoctrination. Ethiopia is the only place that did that. You know what I'm saying? So he's got I mean, hats off to that guy for that. Just for that reason right there, he's an awesome guy. Welcome in to those of us that are just not joining us. Our goal this live is 50 likes. 50 likes today, guys. I think we can do it. You know what I'm saying? I know we can do it because we are the biggest. We're bigger than everybody. So that's what Haile Selassie did. He was a master tactician at war and a master diplomat, meaning he could go abroad and he can give. And he was charismatic. You know, people liked him. He could go to Russia and get foreign aid. He could go to China and get foreign aid. He eventually came to the United States, which was kind of the start of his downfall. You know, kind of because like when you come to the U.S., we kind of like only invite you over here if we plan on fucking you. So like, I'm pretty sure his people knew that, but they didn't know that. You know, so what happened and what the downfall of Haile Selassie is that he remained away from his home so much that kind of like internal conflict started to bubble up and rise up, and people kind of stop seeing him as kind of like the savior, because again, generations had passed since he kept the Italians out, and now they kind of just see this man as like a dude who just likes to travel everywhere and like go talk to white people and shit, you know. And on the outside looking up, on the outside looking in, you can kind of feel like that. If you're all every time you look up, if every time you look up you see this guy shaking some white people's hands and shit, and you know, kind of like asking them for foreign aid and shit like that. So that's what he did. But again, Ethiopia needed allies. Ethiopia needed more ways to outsource their resources, you know, to bring in more money. So he was a businessman too. Again, he was king. He was one of the last great kings. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like just him. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like just him versus everybody. You know, and that was kind of like the problem for Haley Salisi. That was kind of like the problem for Haley Salisi, and shit kind of like deteriorated around him because it was all left up to him. So for that reason, as far as being somebody that we should follow, uh, in my 30s, in your 30s. I don't know what that meant. Some girl just texted me. I don't know what she was talking about. But anyways, the reason for that reason, Haley Salisi, in my solar opinion, is not somebody that we should try to emulate. If anything, we should listen to the message of Haley Salisi, and we should try to strengthen our minds and our attention to doing and being for our people. Cool, good. We got that. Haley Salisi was cool and good for the people, but his downfall was that all power rested in the hands of one person. So that's not the answer, right? One person having all the power is not the answer, right? Okay, smooth. Moving on. Now we got Dr. Umar Johnson. Does everybody know who Dr. Umar Johnson is, right? Right? Do you guys know who Dr. Umar Johnson is? Well, if you don't know who Dr. Umar Johnson is, he's actually a psychologist. However, he's a savant in Afro American history and transatlantic slave trade history, and he's a savant in any type of topic that has to do with black people. That's who he is. So, what Dr. Umar Johnson is trying to do, he's a pan-Africanist, meaning basically he believes that black people's identity can never truly be found in the Americas, but it has to be traced and rooted back to Africa. That's where we can trace and find our identity, our historical roots, you know, back to the motherland, the homeland, where all people come from. That's kind of Dr. Umar Johnson's theory. And also, he's kind of like a separatist, meaning he kind of like feels like black people should have our own land inside of this nation, and white people and everybody else should kind of like the Gentiles should kind of like live everywhere else outside. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like how he feels about this shit. So the work, let's talk about the work that Dr. Umar is doing, right? And this probably not gonna be a long live, guys. I ain't gonna lie to you again. I'm on 1%, so this phone could die at any minute. And again, like it up, like it up. I don't know how many times y'all could like, but the goal is 50 likes. We at 3 right now, so we're kind of like, you know, a little far off. But you know, I got hope in us. I got hope in us. So it's nice to see all of y'all here. I digress. Let's talk about the work that Dr. Umar Johnson is doing. So currently, Dr. Umar Johnson has been doing for like the last 5 to 7 years or so is that he believes that the current education system has always been meant to galvanize and to support a white nationalist, meaning like white identity, white superiority, white history, just whiteness. It has always been used to support a white identity and kind of like disregard or kind of whitewash over any type of ethnic history. So because of that, Dr. Umar trying to build a school. He's been trying to build a school for like the last 10 years. And he's waiting for donations. He's like this, huh? He wants his people to pour back into him so he can build this school that's going to be completely dedicated and centered around teaching the people, our people, us. So that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to reorganize and restructure the education system for our people. Sounds cool, right? However, I disagree with him on a few points. I disagree with him on these 2 points. One, I don't think that it's practical or necessary for black people, quote unquote black people, to have their own country inside of a country. I don't think it's practical. The Nation of Islam has already tried that. It's not practical. You know what I'm saying? We're too interbred, we're too intermarried. It's just not practical at this time or ever. It's not practical. And it's not actually what we want. It's truly not what we want. You know, the diversity of this country, we hear it all the time, but the diversity of any country really is truly what makes it great. The diversity of this country is truly what can and what will make it great. So, annexing ourselves inside of a country is not going to be practical again because that won't come about, that won't happen without a large amount of bloodshed. Trust me when I say that. A large amount of bloodshed, so much blood to the point where it'll be redundant. It would be unnecessary to do that because even if we got land separate amongst in the country and shit, every 50 years or so there would be some type of terroristic threat from the surrounding nations. So it would kind of be like we would be limiting our resources and we would be limiting our allies. And as a studier of war, that's just not a good idea. You don't want to limit your resources. You don't want to limit your allies. And separating ourselves based on race would do exactly that. Now, again, I get the sentiment of doing for ourselves, protecting ourselves, and separating ourselves. I understand the sentiment. What I'm saying is that I don't believe and I don't see a reality where that is practical. So that's Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar is based on education, but he wants to separate. We got that. Haile Salisi, the Honorable Haile Salisi, was a master diplomat, meaning he could talk to anybody, he could go anywhere, and he was for his people. But power only rested and lied in his hands. So those two people, those are the pros, those are the cons. Last but not least, and I put this person on the list because he's a modern day example and he does have a large cult following. I myself was very in tune to this man. I still listen to him, but not as much as I used to because I know him personally. And that's 607 Unk. 607 Unk. 607 Unk. Let's talk about him and his belief system. So, what he believes, let's just get it out right the back. He believed that time isn't real, nothing is real, we're all living in a simulation. That's what he believes. Okay, cool. He also believes that the only way to free yourself is to be aware of yourself. You have to really know yourself. That's what he believes. You have to really know yourself. Okay, cool. He also believes that the true prophet or true people that spread the message have to have been people that have had extreme volatile lives and extreme pain. What does volatile mean? Very chaotic, very dangerous, very gutter, very street. He a street nigga. He a street nigga. He from Backdoor City. You know what I'm saying? So, what does he believe? Again, he believes that that the world and life is a simulation. He believed that everything is energy, and he believes that we're kind of like trapped inside of our minds. So, what's his solution for all of this, though? What is his solution for where we are, where we're stuck, what we're trying to do? His solution, from my own personal research and what I've gathered, his solution is to know thyself. Okay, cool. Know yourself. Cool. Know thyself. Where I disagree with this person at, again, y'all see I'm watching my language, right? Y'all see that? I've been working on it. I'm watching my language. You know what I'm saying? Because we're having an educational conversation today. We always do every day, but I'm watching my language right now. I'm watching my language right now. Where I disagree with this person about is that I believe that's all good and mighty. I believe, yes, everything is a simulation. I believe that everything is energy. I believe that we're living in we're living actually kind of in the past right now. I believe that everything is backwards. I agree with you on everything to a T. Hold on, I'm gonna get your comment in just a second, bro. Where I disagree with that person about is that salvation and resurrection can only come from the most dangerous parts of our society. from a street nigga. It's got to be a street nigga that's Jesus, because Jesus hung around street niggas. He hung around dangerous niggas. You got to be willing to kill for the message. A real prophet ain't somebody that push peace. A real prophet is somebody that chooses peace. I don't disagree with him on that, but I don't disagree that it has to look like you, nigga. So I disagree with him that a prophet has to look like him, because that's what he means really when he says a prophet. He said it has to be somebody like him, somebody that stole from their people, somebody that took from their people, somebody that killed their own people. I don't believe that a prophet has to do that at all. I believe a prophet has to be somebody that's willing to love you, but also somebody that's willing to kill you as well. You know what I'm saying? And we got a lot of people like that. I myself included. I'm not calling myself a prophet, but I'm just saying I'm willing to love you, but I'm also willing to take you from this world as well. You know? And I think, and I know that makes you a soldier of the Most High. I know that. Welcome in, everybody that's just now getting here. We are the biggest, by the way. We bigger than everybody. We bigger than 607 Unk, KB Nini, Capo Risky, the Bob Report, spiritually speaking. And our platform is about to be bigger as well. Our goal for this live was 50 likes. I'm still going to keep it at that because I believe we can accomplish that. But we're talking about Haley Salisi, Dr. Umar Johnson, and 607 Unk. Now I just gave y'all three. I gave y'all some. They're kind of like their philosophies, and then I also gave y'all where I kind of like disagree with them about. We're gonna go into a little bit more about that in a second, but I'm gonna read a couple of your comments. Do go into the light, aka the trap, aka the moon, instead of go north to the green light. Yeah, bro. That's kind of what we're talking about, but that's not what we're talking about right now, bro. We're talking about Haley Salisi, Dr. Umar Johnson, and 607. And that kind of leads me to my next point, false prophets. Now, what is something, or what are some characteristics, or what are some traits that would lead somebody to be, or that would make somebody to be, I'm sorry, a false prophet? Let's talk about those things. You guys can comment as well and tell me your thoughts. What are some characteristics of some people that would make them a false prophet? Does anybody know? I'll give it a second. Go ahead and talk. If anybody got an idea. Yo, Savage64. I don't know what that means, bro. I don't know if you're trying to like talk shit to me. I don't know what you're trying to say or do. But if you can elaborate on that, I can give you the energy you're looking for. So what do you mean by that? What you on tonight, Solar? What I'm on tonight, I'm talking about. Did you read the title of this live? That's you. That will let you know exactly what I'm on tonight, dog. Peace and love, though. We talking about Haley Salisi, the emperor, the last emperor of Ethiopia. We talking about Dr. Umar Johnson, the Pan-Africanist, and we're talking about 607 Unk, the spiritual voodoo street nigga. Which examples should you follow? Because I do think that those three examples are kind of like good examples of each part of our culture. And I kind of just want to see like y'all thoughts on the shit. So I'm asking y'all, what do you think out of those three people, who would you rather follow? Like if this was one of those questionnaire things on YouTube and you had to pick one, 607 Unk, Haley Salisi, Dr. Umar Johnson, which example would you want to lead the revolution? If you had to pick. I tell you which one I pick, none of them. And this is why. Because there's multiple, I say this all the time, guys, but I'm going to say it again now. We're probably going to go for about 30 minutes. There's multiple ways to skin a cat. There's no one way to lead a revolution. There's no one way to paradise. There's no one road that leads to victory. In war, you have to understand that that your enemy, you have to assume that your enemy is 10 times smarter than you could ever comprehend. So if I assume that, then I have to understand that I have to think of multiple ways of organizing myself, of organizing my people, of how I spend my money and my time, of where I give my attention, of what type of spiritual practices I indoctrinate and I allow into my vessel. I have to think about all these things because, again, in the art of war, you have to assume that your enemy is always 3 to 5 times stronger than you could ever possibly imagine. That's how you remain safe. Hold on, let me read a couple questions. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. Yeah, me too, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. And then Savage 64. Hey, this is what Savage 64 said to me, guys. He said, "We smoke goofy ass niggas on phone them grays." I bet this is like a little 14-year-old white boy, like a 10-year-old white boy. I bet you it is, or like a 10-year-old black boy, or like a 9-year-old little nigga that got his mama that on his mama phone or on his daddy phone or on his grandma phone or something. Like I bet you young as hell, bro. I bet you ain't even supposed to be here watching me and shit. It definitely say not for kids, but the way you type and the way you talk is like a little boy, like a little ass boy or a little ass girl. And I know you one of them. You not no Chicago nigga. You not none of them. You a little boy. That's who you is. You a little boy. I know you is. You a little boy. Oh, okay. In my opinion, you can take a little from all. Hey, I don't disagree with you, dog. I don't disagree with you, bro. Again, I just gave examples on Haley Salisi, right? Haley Salisi was a master diplomat, meaning he was able to go and speak to any nation, to speak to anybody, and be charismatic. He was also able to, he was a master war planner as well. So when I'm talking about the art of war and shit like that, Haley Salisi studied the art of war. Sun Tzu's art of war, that shit's been around for centuries. But Haley Salisi studied shit like this. He knew not to underestimate his enemy. Where he fucked up was that he held all power. All power and all decisions rested in the hands of the monarch, and he was an acting king. He was an active king. So wherever he went, there the power went. That's where I disagree with him at. But as far as his thought process, as far as his mannerisms, as far as the way he carried himself as a man, he was, if I could be 10% to 20% of that man, I have lived a successful life. That man was a beautiful man. But he fucked up because he didn't know how to what's called diversify his power. You know what I'm saying? Or allocate, I'm sorry, allocate his power. He didn't know how to spread the power out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, our goal is 50 likes by the way, guys. If y'all can like it up, tell your everybody about me. Tell your aunties, tell your mamas, tell your daddies, tell your uncles, tell your brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because we are the biggest and we actually speak life into our people. You feel me? So that's what that's about. Dr. Umar is a savant in education on the history and the transatlantic movement of our people. He's a savant in relation to where we have been, as far as when we were quote unquote, white people hate hearing this shit, but it's true. When we say kings, we mean kings of the world, because the world is ours. Everything belongs to us. Everything was black before it ever became white. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Dr. Umar is a savant in the topic, and he is focused on the education of our people. And what he wants to do is he wants to build a school. He's been trying to build that shit for like 10 years. And he wants to build a school where he is kind of like at the head of the shit. But anyways, his primary goal is to focus on the re-education of our people. That's all cool, right? All that shit is dope, right? Where I disagree with the man is also he believes that blacks should separate themselves in this country. We should either separate ourselves in this country and have our own country or sign the country, kind of like the Nation of Islam used to think, or we should go back to Africa. You know what I'm saying? That's where I disagree with him at, because I don't have any roots in Africa. The transatlantic slave trade was real, did exist, but there were far many more quote unquote black people here already who were the Native Americans here already than there were slaves brought over on slave ships. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't have any roots to Africa, bro. I'm a real American. I'm a true American. So I disagree with him on that point. And then the final character would be 607 Unc. And he's a spiritualist, right? He's an alchemist, a spiritualist, and a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? He believes that the world is a simulation. He believes that we're trapped in the firmament. He believes that the only way out is through is through. Damn, I'm having a hard time saying what you believe, nigga. But he believes essentially that the only way out is to go in. You know what I'm saying? And to master your energy, you know what I'm saying? So then you can help people that way. But you also got to be ready to, and willing to kill for the message. And he believes that only way we can really have leaders and shit in our community is through niggas like him. And I highly disagree, because I think niggas like him are kind of like the worst parts of our society. You know what I'm saying? I think any nigga that thinks that the only way that a prophet can be recognized is through being recognized as a killer or a street nigga or a thief of your own people, I highly disagree with, and I think it's cowardice. I don't disagree with that. I mean, I don't agree with it. I think it's fuck nigga mentality. It's fuck nigga mentality because there are plenty of people, like myself included, who will protect the message, and I can do so in peace and love. But as soon as you come against me, then that's when you find out that I have angels and demons. You know what I mean? So I don't think you have to look a certain way in order to spread the message. So I disagree with him on that point. I'm saying, but everything I just said good about them niggas, you can take bits and pieces and incorporate that into your own dichotomy. But again, it teaches in the word, right? If we're just going off a religious text, we are to have no idols. Jesus himself didn't want to be worshiped. He wanted you to listen. Those who have ears, let them hear. Those who have eyes, let them see. For no man will know the Father unless he go through me. He was talking about enlightenment. If you don't know what he know, if you haven't done the work to receive the information, or at least have an open heart, then you won't make it to the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So we're not supposed to have any idols. We're not supposed to worship anybody. We're not supposed to have one king, right? We're not. There are multiple leaders. There are multiple authors of revolution. That's the point of this video. There are multiple authors of revolution. There is not just one way. There is not just one person that has all the answers. That is impossible. We've tried that already. I'll entertain some more comments. You believe in Jesus. I wholeheartedly believe in Yahashua. That's what you meant to ask me, because Jesus is a Western, Eurocentric interpretation of his name and his works. Yahashua, on the other hand, was a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yahashua, on the other hand, was a real nigga that came from my people. You know what I'm saying? And he would rebuke the spirit that's in a lot of my people. He would rebuke that sentiment that 607 Unc said that basically a nigga like me, you know, a meek, humble nigga that never took from his people, never stolen from his people, never murdered his people. You know, I can't be a prophet of God truly because I haven't been through the fire. But he don't know that I've been all through the fire. I was born in the fire. You know what I'm saying? I was born around niggas like him. You know what I'm saying? That think they're just so much smarter and better than everybody. You know what I'm saying? He don't know that. He don't know that I have the same fire in my heart that he got, except I got it towards the right shit. He don't know that. But I know I steered off topic a little bit. Yes, I believe in Jesus. I'm a true follower of Yahashua. Yes. Rastafari do, yeah. So the Rastafarians, they adopted Haile Selassie as their somebody they worship. They have idols. You know what I'm saying? By the way, everybody, our goal is 50 likes on this live. Like it up. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We are the biggest. We bigger than everybody. We bigger than 607 Unc. We bigger than KB Nene. We bigger than Capo Risky. We bigger than the Bob Report, spiritually speaking. And then our platform is about to be bigger than them as well. So make sure y'all fuck with me because y'all see exactly where my time and my energy go. It goes right back into y'all. I love y'all. So like it up. 50 likes is the goal. 50 likes is the goal. I think we can do it. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, excuse me. They adopted Haile Selassie as their godhead, and I would have to stop with them on that. That's why I never myself practiced. One of the reasons, and then I'm also not educated all the way on Rastafarianism. But for that main reason, I shall and will not have any idols. I will not bow down to the image, or nor will I pray to the image of a man. So that goes the same thing with Yahashua. I see Yahashua he comes to me in images in my mind all the time by a still creek. You know what I'm saying? He told me don't tell everything, but that's how he comes to me. I see him all the time. He looked just like me. And if you meditate and you allow him to come to you, you'll see exactly he has the face of all of his true followers on his face. And then again, you have to have a heart to understand and really know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I'm not playing with that. I see him all the time. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I will not sit down and I will not worship the image of a man. That is an idol. And now, being that we are in this age of Aquarius, everything is getting revealed. There shall be no idols. I shall worship no golden images. I shall have no crosses on my neck because I am directly connected and covered in my divinity. I don't need anything outside of me. I don't. So, for that reason, Rastafarianism and 99.9 of these religious sects, including Christianity primarily, because they worship the image of his death instead of celebrating the resurrection and the tales of his life and the life that the man lived. I just don't agree with that. And again, he told you himself not to worship idols and graven images. So, you know, kind of everybody is living in reverse. Shout out to Quick Trip, by the way. They finna sponsor you, boy. The Quick Trip is the best gas station and best fuel stop and pump service in the world with the best customer service. And they have fresh food and products and produce made daily. You should shop at your local produce and tell them Solar sent you. Anyways, I digress. So, cut all attachments. I agree on that, boy. I agree on that, bro. I didn't mean to say boy. I agree on that, bro. I agree on that, bro. Cut all attachments. And it's very hard to do, bro. It's very hard to do, bro. It's very hard to cut off all attachments, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. It's very hard to do because we've been born in a frequency where we are attached to shit. We're attached to everything. We're attached to people delivering groceries to the grocery store as our source of food. If they stopped delivering groceries to the grocery store, you and I would starve. You know what I'm saying? We're attached to that. We're attached to there being gas at the at the fuel pumps. We're attached to that. Those are attachments. You know what I'm saying? Those are attachments. Those are attachments, bro. We're attached to way more shit than we would be inclined to believe, but we're attached, bro. We're kind of fucked up. We're all fucked up. And it's a lot of it's not our fault, but a lot of it is kind of like our choice to continue to be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? We were kind of better when we were like farmers and shit. You know what I mean? Not to say everybody had to be a farmer, but like we were at least more in tune with our natural, what's called our circadian rhythm, the way we eat, sleep, drink, wake up, go to sleep, shit, fuck, the way we do all those things. We were more in tune with those things when we were more simple. But I'm not a ditch technology type of dude. Technology's here. It's not going anywhere. So I'm kind of more of a how can we incorporate that and still make things simple? Well, we got to understand what and who we're listening to as our source of information first. And we have to have goals as a collective community. Once we have those goals set, we can kind of like everything else becomes easy after that. Because once we all realize that we kind of like have similar interests and goals, we kind of like are going to shock ourselves. We're like, damn, I know she thought like that. Damn, I know he thought like that. And then we put our resources together. And then it's like as hard as you thought it was going to be to build that house and it was going to take 10 years. Now it's going to take 10 days. You know what I mean? Because we got the whole community in on this shit now. And we're all working together. So that's the plan for this shit. That's the plan for this shit. I do feel Gnosticism got it right. I'm not a savant in Gnosticism. I do know that they were the oldest religion, practice religion, organized religion. I'm sorry. But I don't believe anybody got it right. To be honest with you, I believe that we all are attached to wanting to understand something greater than ourselves, and I believe that the only way to truly do that is to have community prayer, kind of like they did in those native villages and shit. Kind of like they do still to this day in certain native tribes and shit. They have community everything. They have community policing. They have community prayers. They have community healing. They have community scolding. That's the only way to do this shit. That's the only way to do this shit. To truly understand. That's the only way to do this shit. We all cattle and they harvest our energy, fear, stress, etc. Very true. Very, very aware of you, Mr. Kadirius. Hey, bro. Hello. What's up, about B-boy? How are you? Am I a dancer? Nah, bro. You don't know me? I'm SolarMan. I'm not no dancer, bro. I'm SolarMan, bro. I'm SolarMan, bro. I'm not no dancer, bro. I'm SolarMan. You should just like go look on my page and figure out who I am. I'm SolarMan. I'm SolarMan, bro. Solar. 100 for sure, for sure. What's up from Auckland, New Zealand? Auckland, New Zealand. You was on here before, wasn't you? What's up with him, my boy? Now I do know. I gotta give your country a little shit. It's not personal to you, bro, and you're probably a cool dude. But I do know that your country kind of like has like a brown problem, meaning like the indigenous people, and it's not just your country; it's a lot of these countries. The indigenous people are kind of like getting ran out of their homes and shit, and over and bought out of their land and shit by like white people. So it's like that's kind of fucked up. But I do know that we're doing a world tour Oh, we're going to New Zealand. We're going to Australia. We're going to the Virgin Islands. We're going to Eastern Europe, Western Europe, Northern Europe. We're going to Ireland, Scotland. We're going to the continent of Africa. We're going to the Philippines. We're going to China. Because we are the people. We are the voice of the people, and we are the resurrection of Yahashua. Yahashua won't just be one person. It's going to be a multitude of people. And the revolution has already been sparked. It's already been waking up. We're already waking up. That's why you're here. That's why I'm here. Because you truly have the spirit of Yahashua in you. And he would want this for you. She would want this for you. Yeah, because it was multiple. Yeah. That's what they don't know. They don't tell you that. It was multiple. It was multiple. It was multiple. And the gentleman that they're referring to, he left from the age of 12. He left his hometown. He went around the world and he studied different shit. He studied everybody's religion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not lying to y'all, bro. He did. You know how many different religions that I study? I'm not saying that I'm as great as Jehoshaphat. Of course not. I mean, I wouldn't even need you to confirm or deny that for me. Of course not. Everybody that I'm talking about on this live, even 607 Unk bitch ass, these men are far more astute than I. They're far more intelligent than I. They're far more charismatic in their particular field than I. However, I can be greater than all those men because Yehoshua himself said I could. So we have to study these people. And again, I'm saying I as I'm you. We have to study these people, and we have to hold them accountable as far as who and what example we're placing as far as who we're going to follow in our community. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to do. Make sure I ain't miss no comments. But yeah, that's what's going on, you. I appreciate the likes, you guys. My goal is 50 likes for the live, but I appreciate what you guys give me. I do. I appreciate you guys' time. I appreciate you, because unlike a 607 Unk bitch ass, if you show me love, I'm not going to repay that with fuckboy behavior. I'm not going to repay that with low vibrational shit, because I believe that God's children, if they give you if they give you their attention, then you have an obligation and a duty to perform and to speak directly from the creation and directly from the source. And you should try to purify yourself as much as possible to make sure that your arrogance and your ignorance and your pride and your own ego doesn't get in the way of you blocking your own blessings. Because that's what he did with me. He fucked up with me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. But enough about that. We had a good discussion today, ladies and gentlemen. We have 3 examples of Black revolution and Black revolutionary thought, 607 unconcluded. And then we talked about some of the downsides. The real information here, guys, is that a false prophet is somebody. A false prophet can only be a false prophet if you give all your attention and your time to him, and you give them divinity, and you give them the illusion of perfection when they're just a man, when they're men. I keep seeing a lot of shit on my live about this Rashad Jamal character person. I don't know much about the guy. I've been seeing him for years, do his lives and talk about spirituality and stuff. And I'm not going to talk about what he's arrested for. You can do that yourself. What I am going to say is that no one man, woman, child, or chick should be idolized. What you should do is listen to the information. And the information, you should use it to take back to your people. Your people being your whole community. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody is important. There's not just room for one boss. Not at this time. No. Not saying it can't be like that in certain situations, but at this time, there is not time, space, nor practicality for one person to be in charge. We don't have time for that shit. We don't. We don't have time for that shit. We don't. He speaks from the aboriginal being. Yeah, aborigines are all black people, bro. Everything's black, bro. I know these white scientists try to say that, basically that niggers are different from the other indigenous people of all over the world. These people are kind of like, they're kind of like what's worse than a cunt? I don't know. They're kind of like cowards, bro. I don't know. I guess that's the best way to put it. Like they're so they know the truth so much that they'll do everything obvious to kind of like water down the truth. I don't know. It's kind of like they're playing with your intelligence though, bro. Like they told us that aboriginals are different than black people. You know what I'm saying? Like they're fucking weirdos, bro. Fucking weirdos, bro. Fucking weirdos, bro. But yeah, if y'all don't get anything else from this live, guys, it was to this. Above all things, love thy brother as you love yourself. Because if you love yourself, then truly you won't mind listening. You won't mind following. You won't mind being a leader when you need to be a leader. You won't mind being a builder when you need to builder. When you won't mind healing when you need to heal. You won't mind going to war when it's time to go to war because you're in tune with thyself and you know what we need collectively as a whole. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's the idea of this shit. For everybody to play a role. That's the idea of this shit. And to take what you can, fuck the person, because all those people I just mentioned are flawed. All those people I just mentioned have skeletons in their closet. All those people I mentioned could be exposed and could be called false prophets. All of them. Not just 607 Unk bitch ass. Umar. Haley Salisi. All of them. You know what I'm saying? But if you're idolizing a man anyway, you've already lost. Because that's not their problem that you idolize them, that you look to them as the answer. That's not their problem. That's your problem. That's your problem. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got some more people from New Zealand. What up? What up? What up? YSG Poe. What up? What up? What up? I asked about your shades. Geo Reveal. What's up? What's up? What's up? I asked about your shades the other day. Is me tuned in from New Zealand, and we have a meth problem over here. Okay, this is what I'm gonna say about New Zealand, right? Because a meth problem is kind of like a white people problem. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm not trying to make this about race. But I do know that New Zealand has you people, your indigenous people rather, and the true culture of New Zealand is a very strong warrior race, and you people are kind of like needed for the revolution. So let's just talk about why you people have a meth issue in your country. You people have a meth issue in your country because your government is corrupt and your government is in bed with Americans and also with keeping your people at a low vibration because you people are very warlike and very war minded. And if you guys focused on kind of like on your politics, you guys will probably like kill some shit. So in order to keep you guys off of like killing some shit, they just need to keep you high. So they're just gonna like dope up your streets. Same thing they do. So every country, for all the different countries in here, every country can study America's playbook. Because like America kind of got like the biggest playbook as far as what it's gonna do and how to keep your brown problem level. The way you do that is you flood them with misinformation, miseducation, misrepresentation. You fuck with them on a health wise basis because you know we've been poisoned too as people. Tuskegee experiments is just one example, but then also you flood them with guns and you flood them with drugs and you flood them just with a low vibrational food. You know what I'm saying? That's the way you dilute this shit. So every other country that has a brown problem takes the same playbook. Every other country. Every other country. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna come to New Zealand, bro. Just accept me like a brother, bro, and show me like the countryside, bro, because I'm really a country dude, man. And what y'all don't know about me is I've already lived in a New Zealand isn't a third world country, but I used to live in third world countries. I mean, I'm kind of like I'm kind of like I'm kind of like a real country boy, like for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to living like in the jungle and shit. You know, that's what y'all don't know about me. I'm kind of like different. I'm kind of like different, but I'm a lot like y'all. But I'm kind of different. I'm kind of unique. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I agree. A lot of major drug busts involving drug syndicates and millions of dollars. Yeah. It's the same playbook, guys. That's what I'm telling you. That's why we're not different. That's why we all need to come together. And again, what is the solution from all of these gentlemen that I just named? Again, 607 Unc, Haile Salisi, Dr. Umar Johnson. What is the solution, and what would they want for all of us as people? They would want for us to do for ourselves. They would want for us to do for ourselves. Come together as a community, because the playbook is the same anywhere you go in the world. They're going to poison your food first. They're going to poison, no, first they're going to poison your education. Then they're going to poison your food. Then they're going to have you have a common enemy. Every Western type of country in civilization, modern day, has a brown enemy. Australia, New Zealand, you know what I'm saying? Cuba, you know what I'm saying? Puerto Rico, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying? Philippines, you know what I'm saying? It's the same playbook all over the world, bro. That's it. We also have tunnels from Tekuti to Texas. See, like, that shit is phenomenal. Like, that shit is phenomenal. My people, and again, this is kind of where I disagree with Dr. Umar at. My people have always been here for centuries. The tribe of Judah. We've been here after we were exiled from basically everywhere that we settled in. We settled in when we had to leave Judah and Jerusalem and shit. We had to go down to Africa and down to the native tribes and shit. And so then we were there. They kind of like sold us into slavery and shit. The native Africans and shit. So then when white folks be like, blacks sold blacks into slavery. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck they talking about. We sold them. They sold us to Jewish Jewish Khazars and shit. The white Jew, the real, like not actual Jewish, like Jews like me, but Jewish people, white ones, white Khazars and shit from Eastern Europe and shit. They sold them to them. They sold them to white Arabs and shit, to black Arabs and shit. So that's kind of like how the slave trade started. It all was based upon and organized around my people, because we had a culture and an identity that was completely different from any other ethnic group on the planet. So we were exiled and we were sent over into many different places before the transatlantic slave trade and shit. But we were exiled and sent to many different places. We escaped to many different places. The Americas being one of those places. That's why you can study it. You can Google it. All the most pyramids in the world are found in the Americas. You know what I'm saying? My people been here a long time, bro. So that's pretty cool, though, that there's a connection from New Zealand, an underground connection from New Zealand to Texas. Texas is its own country too, bro. So it's like I believe that, and also you are fucking awesome, dude. And yeah, I am gonna come to New Zealand. Tap in with me. That might be one of the first countries I come to. I ain't gonna lie to you, cause I'm like kind of like an outdoor dude. I used to live in Alaska and shit too. This is what y'all don't know. Y'all don't know a lot about me. I'm like different. You know what I'm saying? I'm like kind of like crazy. You know what I'm saying? But in the best way possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, yeah, the old world is still here though, dude. So that's pretty cool that you know that. That's really cool. Come to Auckland. Yeah, man. Get in contact with us at McGregor CFC. All platforms, we got you. You speak a lot of facts. The bidding colors is always blue and red in all entities. What you mean by that last comment? But we at 52 right now, guys. Y'all know we're going to go to an hour. Again, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. We are the biggest. We're bigger than everybody. We're bigger than 607 Unc, Bob Report, KB Nini, Capo Risky, and FBG Butter. You know what I'm saying? The goal for this live is 50 likes. So make sure y'all like. Share this with somebody. Share this with your mama, your auntie, your daddy, your cousins, your brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't do nothing but spit facts over here. And y'all know it. You know what I'm saying? But we talked about a lot of cool shit today, y'all. We talked about Haile Salisi and how he was a master war general. But the way he fucked up was he had all the power resting in his hands. So whenever he left the country, the power left with him. You know what I'm saying? You ever had somebody like that? Like, whenever they around, everything cool because they got all the money and shit. But when they leave, the money fucking leave with them. Yeah, it was like that with Haile Salisi. Then we talked about Dr. Umar Johnson. Dr. Umar Johnson, cool. You know what I'm saying? He's about educating thyself, being aware of thyself, and kind of like not conforming to any type of white nationalism. Hey, I'm all for it, bro. The only thing that I disagree with you about is that we can separate ourselves in a country that we're already living in. I don't think it's practical. I don't think that'll ever be real. what I'm saying? We've already tried that as a people. That shit don't work. That shit don't work. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't work, bro. We tried that already, bro. We tried that, bro. We tried that. That shit don't work. So that's why I disagree with do that. Then we talked about 607 Unc, the spiritualist, the master warlock, the alchemist, and the 33rd degree mason. You know what I'm saying? The street nigga too. My fault. I forgot about that. The street nigga from Backdoor City. Backdoor City. You know what I mean? The street nigga that switch shit. You know what I'm saying? That kill shit. He a killer. He a killer, Bob. He a killer, Bob. He a killer, Bob. You know what I'm saying? That's an inside joke. He know what I'm talking about. Anyways, we talked about him and his philosophies, how he says we're stuck in the firmament. True. He says that we're living in a simulation. True. He says that the only way to truly ascend is to overcome your current reality. True. Where I disagree with the nigga is that a prophet or that a messenger has to be spread by niggas like him. You're part of the revolution. You are not the revolution. You know what I'm saying? You're part of the revolution. You're part of the body of the revolution. You are not the revolution. So that is it, class. That is the different examples of these people and the different degrees of these people. What do y'all think, though? You know, what do you think? Oh, division for color for gangs and governments. Yeah, so all these gangs and shit. Let's talk about that shit too, because you know, like Larry Hoover and shit. He kind of like took in power and shit like after the Black Panther Black Panther Party movement. And again, that's where a lot of this shit comes from, right? Tookie Williams and all that shit. They kind of like they kind of like mirrored this shit. I mean, yeah, they were street niggas and shit too, but that's just because they was broke and they had to be outside all day and shit. And they was kind of bad and shit, so they wanted to go get money and shit. So they came up with like finessing ways and shit. That was part of it, but then also part of it was community resistance and progress. That's Crip. By the way, but Crip also was supposed to be what Bloods was about. Was supposed to be what GDs, BDs, and all that shit was supposed to be for the people, by the people, to police and to help the people. It turned into some other shit, just like it always do, because the head always gets cut off. That's why Larry Hoover had to get his head cut off, not physically, but he had to get taken away because J. Edgar Hoover said that the biggest threat to America, white nationalism, is a black messiah. J. Edgar Hoover said that. He said that. The biggest threat to America is a black messiah. J. Edgar Hoover said that. He said that. So what does that mean? That means that our Black Panther movement didn't just involve black people, by the way. There were white people in the Black Panther movement because they had a repentant heart and they were part of a movement. And they understood that it's not just a nigga problem, that how a country treats its lowest class of people is how everybody's gonna get treated. So we're seeing right now how niggas is getting treated, how Mexicans getting treated. Hey, white boy, you next. So it would behoove us, and it would be in our best interest to come together to solve the human problem, not just a nigga problem, not just a Mexican problem, not just a beaner problem, not just a honky cracker problem, not just a yellow boy problem. It's a human problem, bro. It's a human problem, bro. Trump wants to run for a third term, bro. He has no intention of leaving the White House, bro. The fact that he still is allowed to breathe and say those words, and those people allowed to breathe and say the words that he's gonna run, they plan to have him on the ballot for a third term. Fuck a ballot. You might as well just keep him in office and say fuck democracy, because you've already done that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. He'll say he's not a revolutionary. As far as he did content on Rashad Jamal's when he said that. Oh, he said that? Oh, yeah, and he's a bitch ass nigga then. Don't call yourself a prophet of God then, bitch ass nigga. I ain't know he said that. I'm giving him way more credit than he deserved then, huh? Then what the fuck are you then, nigga? What the fuck are you then if you're a prophet of God? A prophet of God is a revolutionary, you bitch ass nigga. What the fuck is dude talking about? I don't know. I ain't know he said that though. I ain't know he said that, bro. Like I said, I don't watch dude like I used to. I make my own shit. You feel me? I made the mistake of meeting somebody I looked up to, and it was kind of like the worst thing I ever did in my life. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing I ever did in my life too. Don't get me wrong. You know, I gained a lot from that fuck nigga. You know what I'm saying? But he also sent me away in disgrace, and he thought he could play with me like that. And I'm a real child of God, bro. So I don't. I mean. That shit's weird, though. To be a prophet of God is to be a revolutionary, because it's revolutionary to be a prophet. know what I'm saying? So that's a redundant statement if he said that dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some dumbass shit if he said that dumbass, goofy ass shit. That's goofy as fuck, bro. It's fucking retarded. It's redundant. Our family first generation Black Panthers, Oakland, California. Yeah. Word. Love. Yeah. Word, man. For anybody that want to work, book me, talk to me, whatever y'all want to do. My DMs are always open. Ask SolarMan, 3 N's. Yeah, we can do all that. But yeah, with this gang shit, bro, all that shit got fucked up and perverted because drugs got introduced for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. Go talk to Freeway Ricky Ross, the real one, not the fat bitch ass, fat gay ass, bitch ass, big belly ass nigga. And not him. You know what I'm saying? Not him. The real Freeway Ricky Ross. I mean, the little short brown nigga. You know what I'm saying? Who moves more dope than any one of your daddies, any one of my daddies, my daddy too. My daddy sell dope. You know what I'm saying? Move way more dope than anybody. You know what I'm saying? Ask him. He was used to author in the destruction of our people. He's kind of like the worst. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if he has a repentant heart or not. I don't know. But he's kind of like the worst. He's kind of like the worst, for sure. The real Freeway Ricky Ross. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I say that to say that the vibration of our people went from a community to a broken up community sometime in the 60s, because that's when they also made the law or the rule that if you're going to receive any type of government assistance in our community, or just any community for that example, but it got heavily policed and enforced in our community where you couldn't have a man living in the house. You know what I'm saying? So that's where all that shit started from. Freeway Ricky Ross and all that shit. All that shit started in the 60s and 70s and shit. Moving this dope. You know what I'm saying? And introducing that shit and having a direct access and pipeline of our people through vendors and niggas like Freeway Ricky Ross. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I kind of like fucked up the vibe in our culture. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and fucking oxymoron for sure, bro. To be a prophet of God is to be a revolutionary. Now, if you're not a revolutionary, that's fine, but don't call yourself a prophet of God. Don't do that. Because once you do that, yeah, immediately, anytime you have an audience anyway, and you speak on God or you speak on anything, you're directly entertaining, and you have and you have the souls of millions in your hands and shit. Even me, I have the souls of thousands in my hands right now, even though it's 6 9. That's how you know I'm not lying, because 6 and 9 is the master numbers of the universe and shit. But anyways, I have souls on in my hand right now. So if I lie to you people, or I mislead you people, or I misguide you people, or I misrepresent myself in front of you people, there is a worse place for me than hell. That's the rules. That's the rules. So don't call yourself a prophet of God if you're not ready to be tested at all times when it comes to it. To be a prophet, to be a messenger of God, to be a follower of God, to be a true child of God is to be in a state of revolution at all times. So that's an oxymoron. It's a redundant statement, and it's kind of fucking stupid. You know what I mean? For him to say that. For somebody that's so intelligent, I'm kind of surprised that he said some shit like that. You know? I'm not surprised, actually. I'm not surprised. But it's like, come on, cuz, why would you say that? The real one is good people, very humble. We work with him on a few programs, Section 8. The real one. Who was that? Free Ray is out here trying to make a change. Is he? Like I said, I didn't know if he had a repentant heart or not, but he kind of like fucked up our community, so that's the least he could do. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, he would be a bitch ass nigga for eternity, and it would be a worse place than him than hell again, because he was kind of one of the authors of kind of like the destruction of our community, niggas like him. So to hear that he's making a change is actually a wonderful thing. And niggas like him that kind of like started the fire also need to be one of the authors of putting the fire out. But it's not gonna be old ass niggas like him, because we don't respect any old nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm as a young nigga, I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even like calling myself a young nigga, but I am. I can identify with the culture and the shit. I can identify with the fuck shit. I can vibrate low. Despite what you said, 607 bitch ass nigga, I can definitely vibrate low. I just didn't had no intention of vibrating low when I came to your fuck ass platform, a lit ass platform. I had no intention, but you bought that shit out of me. So you right, nigga. You right, nigga. I was vibrating very high when I went over there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I know how to vibrate low too. You know what I'm saying? I know how to vibrate low too. You know, you know. That's the provision was programs and projects. They really are what they say they are. I think I need more context, bro, because I'm trying to understand what you're saying. I'm not trying to dismiss you. I'm just trying to understand what you're saying. You lighting Unc ass up right now. See, y'all seeing this shit. Y'all seeing these rebuttals, but y'all didn't see like. I mean, y'all kind of seen on the videos and shit. Go watch the interview with 607 Unc, the Buy Report, and King Yella. That energy that I got from that nigga, was kind of like, yeah, he was trolling and shit, and he was in content mode. But also, that's how that nigga really felt about me. You feel me? He really felt like I was only around him because I paid him, and he goddamn right I was. I would never be around no weird ass nigga like that naturally if it didn't benefit me. I grew up around weird ass niggas like him, and I had to get the fuck away from him because they weird as fuck and they do too much until you do something to them. So I had to get away from him. You know what I'm saying? And then he also said some more shit that y'all don't know. If y'all be here often, then y'all kind of know. He was like, before I left, it was a lot of more shit in between. But I'll just tell this last story because it's the one that made me go, okay, yeah, you a fuck nigga for real. He knows that my grandmother is on hospice. He knows that. Well, he knew that at the time. And instead of sending me away in grace, not only has he never followed me on Instagram, so he never really fucked with me for real. He follow all these other niggas though. He never, and I'm the biggest and I'm the best out of anything or anybody's ever had on the platform, and that's a fucking fact. But you know, I don't say that to gloat. I say that as a matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, not only did he not support me the same way he support these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Also, he sent me away in disgrace. He sent me away in mockery. He did not shake my hand. He did not congratulate me for doing a good job. Yeah, he said, actually, he did. I get that to you, you fuck ass nigga. You did. You said I came a long way. I know I have, nigga. Also, you don't know me, nigga. You don't know who you was talking to, nigga. You was talking to a real child of God, nigga, and you tried me. You tried me way too many times. And now, yeah, I got all the energy for this shit now because I couldn't wait to prove a point to you. But now I'm realizing in this shit, you actually were the author of my success, and you can actually kind of say that you made some shit. You did. You made this. You made me bring this shit up out of me, and you made me stand on the principle that I hate you type of niggas. I hate a street nigga. I hate a gangster nigga. I hate anybody that's ever done anything to my people. I hate you niggas. I hate you with aggression. I hate you with passion. I hate you with prejudice. I do, because I think y'all the worst parts of society. I think you lower my vibration. I think you lower my people's vibration. I think if any of you niggas think you bullies, I think y'all should die. You know what I'm saying? And I bring death to that spirit. I'm up against that spirit. It's a spirit. We deal with spiritual principalities. We deal with wickedness in high places. You know what I'm saying? That nigga's in a high place. You feel me? So y'all seeing me doing all these, speaking my piece. I went through a lot of fuck shit with this nigga, bro. I went through a lot of bullying with this nigga, bro. He told me to walk my ass back to Texas when he knew my grandma was on hospice and shit, when I had to leave and shit, because can't nobody come through the gate. And I was finna start walking. I was gonna walk to the gas station and get a Uber ride to the airport. You feel me? Until Hood Jesus took me home. I mean, took me to the airport and shit. He told me to walk back to Texas in front of everybody, bro. While they was in there laughing at me and shit. He didn't shake my hand in front of everybody, bro. While they was in there laughing at me and shit. So yeah, I got this energy for this nigga, bro. Because you tried the right one. You tried a real follower of Yahashua. You tried me, bro. You tried me, bro. And yeah, I'm retarded too. I'm retarded just like you, bro. Except I didn't grow up like you as far as deciding to whatever, nigga. We chose different paths, bro. Chose different paths, bro. Yeah, I knew you meant it in a good way, bro. I wasn't trying to give you shit, bro. I just got to get that shit out of my system every time it comes up now, you know? And, you know, I love, there's love for bro. Like, I make content with him now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know? But every chance I get, I got to call you a bitch ass nigga, you bitch ass nigga, because you a bitch ass nigga. You know it. He know it. You know what I'm saying? He know he is. It's like he don't think he is. He know he is. Now, he can lie to himself in the mirror. He can convince his followers and shit that he's not. He can, you know, convince his bitch that he's not. You feel me? But if he actually, you know, really, especially when it comes to me, really thinks about how he acted and how he treated. Yeah, I was a fuck nigga in that shit, bro. I'm a real fuck nigga, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But, not to say Kind of brings me back to the earlier part of my life. Fuck the person, listen to the message. Fuck the person, listen to the message. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the person, listen to the message. He has a lot of good messages. You don't have to like him as me. I don't have to like him as a person. I don't have to listen to him as a person. That part of my life is done. You know what I'm saying? But he has a lot of good information. So I can take bits and pieces in that and I can use that into my own revolution, which I'm currently doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's all working out for me. Anyways, class, this was a real good live. Just to recap, just one more time, we talked about Haley. FBG butter. We talked about Haile Selassie, the last emperor of Ethiopia. Talked about Dr. Umar Johnson. We talked about 607 Unc. Remember, Haile Selassie was a very good example to follow. However, he is not the God. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe in worshiping him like Rastafarians. And I don't, you know what I mean? Maybe I need a Rastafarian over here to explain to me what they really believe. But all I know is that they be calling him Yah. They be calling him Jah. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't agree with that. That was a man. He pissed and shit just like me. Nah, I can't do that. So not only that, also all the power rested in Haile Selassie's hand. So anytime he left the country, the power left with him. Excuse me. Every time he left the country, the power left with him too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't agree that only one person should have power. Pay attention to that. Dr. Umar Johnson, cool dude, very insightful and also a savant of information, meaning he's very knowledgeable, of the shit he be talking about. That's all cool. Again, but he wants to like separate in the country and shit. That's not practical. It's not realistic. You know what I'm saying? He's also waiting for people to donate to build money for his school instead of fundraising the shit himself by hitting these streets. Yeah, you know what I mean? As far as what I can see. As far as what I can see. You know what I'm saying? As far as what I can see. You know what I'm saying? As far as what I can see. That's not, you feel me? He not hitting these streets like he supposed to and getting this money, getting the money out the mud for real. You know what I'm saying? As far as I can see. You know what I'm saying? So I disagree with that sentiment as well. And I also disagree that black people need to focus our attention back on Africa instead of focusing our attention on this homeland, which has historically been ours before it was anybody else's. You know, I know we say that shit a lot as people, but it's actually like kind of true. And again, you can do the research yourself. You don't have to take my word for it, anybody else's word for it. Where are the most pyramids in America? I mean, in the world, in Americas. The Grand Canyon. Highest hieroglyphs and tells the story, but it's kind of like you can't go in those places. You know what I mean? They're kind of like trying to tear it down and shit now. They're trying to do something with it. So his story is always his story, but truth is always left in plain sight at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? You know? He really admired you out of everyone. That's why he gave you a hard time. Yeah. I keep hearing that shit. Like he did me a favor by giving me a hard fucking time. This energy is not for you, bro. It's for these type of comments though. Nah, fuck all that faggot ass shit, bro. Fuck that faggot ass shit, bro. He gave me the hardest time, nigga. He tried me since day one, nigga. He put a fucking banana by my suitcase, nigga. He thought I was a monkey, goofy ass nigga. Fuck what you're talking about, bro. And again, respectfully, I'm talking about the sentiment behind the comment, not you. But yeah, fuck what you talking about, bro. Fuck that weird ass, goofy ass shit, nigga. If you're gonna be a prophet of God, nigga, learn how to deal with all of his children, nigga. Or don't claim to be a prophet of God, you bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't going. Everybody ain't going all the time. And I went for a lot of shit, bro. I went for a lot of shit. I played humble. I ain't play humble. I was humble. I was meek. I was lowly. I wanted to learn. I was a student. I looked at this nigga like a guru. He really could do no wrong. I idolized this nigga. That was my problem. That was my problem. And I ran into the man, and the man fucking disappointed me. You know what I'm saying? The man fucking disappointed me. You know what I'm saying? The man fucking disappointed me. You know what I'm saying? So even myself included, don't idolize me. For those of y'all that's gonna be watching this in the future, I'm a person. I fuck up daily. My thoughts be fucked up. I be having to rearrange my shit. My nervous system fucked up. I'm getting myself together. Don't idolize shit. Listen to the messages of what you hear. Take what you can. Take it back to source and do better for your people. You know what I'm saying? And galvanize and organize yourself. Protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? From these, it's not a white or black problem. It's a them versus us problem. Them being the bloodlines of old, the ones that trace their bloodline back to ancient Babylon, to Nimrod. Nimrod was the last great king of Babylon, and they go even more before that. That's the real battle with this shit. But until then, we kind of got to deal with in my own community. We got to deal with low vibrational street niggas that think that they bullies and shit. You know what I'm saying? We got to deal with slave patrol motherfuckers, the spirit of Jim Crow that lies in these motherfuckers, these white motherfuckers that feel like they can police us and shit, that feel like they can bully us and shit, that feel like they can take us out of our homes and zip tie our grannies and our aunties and our mamas and our uncles and babies and leave them on the grass and shit and embarrass them. That's what we're coming up against right now. I'm coming up against the spiritual wickedness that lies in my people and the spiritual wickedness that lies in this country, because once we fix it in this country, the whole world will change. It's the truth. He gave everybody a hard time. Yeah, it wasn't just me, bro. Everybody got a hard time, but at least everybody else got a fucking Instagram follow. You feel me? At least everybody else got yeah, motherfucking he respected them to a degree, because they kind of reminded him of they remind him of him. You know what I'm saying? But me, I was kind of like the outlier. I was kind of like different. I was kind of like, he thought I was a square. He thought I was a square. I even got a video out where I claim to be green, right? I only claim to be green too so niggas can understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Ain't nothing soft or squishy or weird about me, nigga. You feel me? You if you come around thinking I'm sweet, you gonna fuck around die. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say I'm tough. I'm just saying you should never underestimate your opponent. That's not what you do. You don't underestimate anybody, bro. And he underestimated me, bro. He played with me, bro. He shitted on me, bro. He did, 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 bro. One too many fucking times, bro. He did, bro. Not shaking my hand was the biggest disgraceful thing that he could have did to me. Telling me to walk back to my dying grandmother was the most disgraceful shit he could have did to me. It's the best thing he could have did for me, too. It turned me up. It reminded me, I'm back on my bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You can call this my villain era. You know what I'm saying? I don't plan on staying on my bullshit, but I'm on my bullshit at this time. And it feels great. It feels liberating. It feels right as well, because it's not personal right now. Like, yeah, I know I'm calling him a bitch ass nigga, and he is a bitch ass nigga. But it's not personal to him. It's the spirit that he dwells in. Because had he been living and operating like he did some days in his righteous spirit, it wasn't always bad every day. But when it was bad, it was fucking horrible, and I hated it. And I wanted to do something to the nigga, but I didn't want something to happen to me. I wanted to learn. I wanted to keep working. I didn't want to fuck up my opportunity. I wanted to be able to come back to you people and tell y'all that he's a bitch ass nigga. So. Yeah, he fuck with everybody, but nigga, he fuck with everybody too. He ain't fuck with me, bro. Just straight up. Him or Bob. You know what I'm saying? Bob, if y'all watched the video of the reaction that I did with OG Gumby and the OG Kunta interview, this nigga commented under my shit talking about the story that I told about taking Kunta and Bishop Eli home the night after the Vile interview. It wasn't us. It was we took him home another night. I don't remember it going down like that, but okay, cool. So he wanted to call me and try to check me about that shit. I didn't answer the phone. I don't like niggas. You know what I'm saying? But I was gonna call him back, but then I thought about it. I was like, what the fuck I'm calling this nigga back for? What the fuck I'm calling this nigga back for? For me, you don't even follow me on Instagram, nigga. You don't even respect me, nigga. And then he said, I only follow some people of a certain caliber. You know what I'm saying? But that's not true, nigga. You follow who you want to follow, nigga. You niggas think I'm a weirdo, so you don't fuck with me. And that's cool, nigga. I've always been a weirdo. But being a weirdo has gotten me paid, nigga. It's got me an audience, nigga. And it's gonna have me bigger than all you niggas, despite you niggas. You know what I'm saying? So, that's my position with that shit. Villain arc activated. Let's go. It's what it is, bro. I didn't want to be the villain. I like being nice, bro. I like being quiet, bro. I like being out the way. I don't like too much attention. As much as y'all, you know what I'm saying? I don't really like too much attention. I really don't. I like to be out the way. I like to be to myself. I like to be left alone. But there's a reason that my spirit is activated at this time, is because enough is enough. And the spirit of wickedness rests in my people. It rests in this country. And it's kind of like death has to be claimed on it. I thought Charleston White was doing the work. I thought he's kind of like trying to. You can't serve two masters though. Right now, his master is money. Right now, you know what I'm saying. So he'll go on like these white folks platforms and shit and buck dance and shit and call all black people lazy and weak and shit. I ain't never been weak in my life, not one time. Even when I was at even when I was at 607 Unk House, I was humble, not weak, nigga. That's the difference. I was humble, not weak. You know what I'm saying? So for him to make generalizations in front of a large white audience is what's called is a grift? Yeah, he's a grifter. He's a grifter. And it's kind of like the gayest shit in the world. You know what I'm saying? When I respect everything about the man and his work, because Charleston White actually was in the streets. I'm not talking about no street shit. I mean that too, kinda. You feel me? But I'm talking about as far as doing work and touching the lowest of us and doing for our community and doing for our people. You know what I'm saying? He was actually doing that. He was actually getting laws changed and shit, so little boys and shit don't get executed and get tried as adults. You know what I'm saying? So he did some work. So what happened though was he dealt with bitch ass niggas and he kind of like said, fuck it, I'm about to just keep getting this money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say what I gotta say when I gotta say it. And then I'm gonna throw in some truth in there and shit too. But again, you can't serve two masters. So, but y'all don't start blaming me and try to judge me when I start getting some money because you need money to do shit. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying what you do with the money though. You feel me? What are you doing with the money? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? Who are you putting on with the money? You know what I'm saying? I'll give Unc this credit. As much as he a bitch ass nigga, and you are a bitch ass nigga, bro. As much as you're a bitch ass nigga, and you are a bitch ass nigga, bro. You'll give people opportunities. You'll reach your hand down. You feel me? You can touch Unc. You know what I'm saying? In that regard. You feel me? He'll give you an opportunity. He gave me an opportunity. I can never take that away from him. He gave me an opportunity. He also played with me way too fucking much. You know what I'm saying? Way too fucking much. So every single day, or at least as much as I feel like it, yeah, I'm going to turn up on this nigga in my own regard. You know what I'm saying? In my own regard. You know? In my own regard. You know? I think that's my right. You know? Anyways, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. We are the biggest, by the way. We bigger than everybody. We bigger than 607 Unk, KB Nini, The Bob Report, Capo Risky, FBG Butter, spiritually speaking. And our platform is bigger than them as well. My goal was 50 likes. But, you know, I think we had a good talk here today, guys. I'm going to give it about 2 more minutes. Any comments, any questions y'all want to talk about, let me know something, and then we can handle that. You know what I'm saying? Nigga talking about who? You got to watch the live back, bro. You got to watch the live back, bro. You got anything? Y'all got anything? I'll give y'all a couple more minutes. Oh, he said, nah, for sure. I fuck with you, bro. People take my kindness for weakness too, bro. Yeah. I appreciate the like, y'all. Yeah. Again, what makes a man a man? Well, what makes a man is his willingness to stand on his convictions and his willingness to separate from what he will do and what he won't do. That's what makes a man a man. And his ability to be in control of his emotions and shit too. Now, sometimes I get turned up. I get mad at shit. I be like, out of here. You know what I'm saying? But what makes a man, again, is those things I just said, his convictions, his ability to make a decision, his ability to choose a side, and his ability to treat all people with respect, because that's true power. A man that is truly aware and in tune and in tune with himself and in love with himself will treat all people with respect, because that's true strength. It takes strength to do that. Weakness is thinking that you can pick on somebody, thinking that you can treat somebody different because they're different than you. That's some weak shit. Weak niggas that used to get bullied only do shit like that once they get a position of power and authority, and I don't respect it. I don't respect it. I don't respect it, bro. I don't respect it, bro. We catch your ad lacking. Hey, y'all know Savage 64. Hey, little boy, you just want me to say something to you, little boy. But you so young, I don't even want to give you all them cussing words and energy that you looking for. I'm gonna just say, yo, young ass, you probably got some money too. You probably be stealing out your mama purse and shit, or stealing from your grandmama wallet and shit, or stealing from your friend's house and shit, or just stealing period because you a little fuck boy right now. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna stay like that. You just young as fuck. But this what you can do. Since you be stealing money and shit, pay my little fee and book me for one of these calls so I can get you on one of these calls and I can look at you. Because right now you just looking at me and it's kind of like gay. You know what I'm saying? Savage 64, you just kind of like looking at me and it's gay. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm a hoe and you're gonna catch me lacking, at least let me see who gonna catch me lacking so we can set up the time, date, and location. You know what I'm saying? Time, date, and location. Who gonna do what to me, when, and where? You know what I'm saying? Let's do that. If it's smoke. You know what I'm saying? And you can book me, Savage64. You can book me at SolarMan on IG, Savage64. You feel me? You can book me for the killing. You gonna have to pay me some money though. But you feel me? You can book me though. You know what I'm saying? You can book me either in person. You're not gonna do that. You can't afford me right now, but you can afford probably one of my lives though. You know what I'm saying? I charge you like $50. You know what I'm saying? So like that's a $25 deposit, $25 before we get started. $50. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you that time. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you like an hour. And you can be tough. You can pull out all your guns and shit that's too heavy for you, that you don't know how to aim for real. You know what I'm saying? That you don't know how to take apart and put back together and clean. You feel me? You can do all that shit, all that tough ass shit that you can do. You know what I'm saying? But you know when you shoot me though, and if you kill me, you're either going to jail or you're going to hell. The hell part, I can't tell you when it's gonna happen for you. I'm saying like, but the hell part will come like if you tried to like do something to me, like because you just made a threat. So that's why I'm responding publicly. I'm letting it be known publicly that you just made a threat. So again, what would happen to you if you did something to me? Either you would go to jail, because you're not gonna be free, nigga. You gotta go to jail. If you try to shoot me, shoot at me, I'm sending you to jail. I never said I was a street nigga. You feel me? I'm sending you to jail. You feel me? Or I'm gonna kill you in front of everybody. I'm gonna take you away from your family. And you won't be remembered anymore because you've never been remembered because you never really existed. You don't have any ideas right now because you're young and dumb. You're young and dumb. You don't have anything of substance right now. All you do is jack off or you watch porn or you're too young to jack off right now. So you don't like, you kind of like, and you just be watching your mama and shit. And your mama's probably a nice lady. You're probably like, kind of like probably trying to be like, what's the word? When kids, when they rebel, you're probably being rebellious right now. Savage 64. What time is it? 10:26 on a Saturday? Nah, yeah, you ain't got no bedtime. Yeah, you just being rebellious right now. Savage 64. Savage 64. Come on, Savage 64. Come on, Savage 64. Come on, Savage 64. You either gonna go to jail or hell with me. I'm gonna just let you know that right now, Savage 64. Either gonna go to jail or hell with me, bro. That's it. No tough shit. Keep grinding. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all time. I appreciate y'all energy. Again, I don't just do this because I love it, and I do love it. I do this because I actually have been given information at this time, and I have to share it with you. We are the church. This is the new church. This is the new church. And I have to do it this way. And I'm very grateful to do so with you guys. And as you guys can see, and I'm trying different backgrounds and shit in my videos. I'm going to different places. You know what I'm saying? We're only going to keep doing that. Content House in Ohio, about to be up and running too, by the way. We got, you know what I'm saying? We got the 3-story house with the 4 bedrooms. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? With the how many baths we got? 2 baths. 2 full baths, but 4 bathrooms though. You know what I'm saying? So we lit. You know what I'm saying? SolarMan actually lit. SolarMan actually getting to it. SolarMan actually got something to say. SolarMan actually got a platform that's gonna fuck with y'all. SolarMan for president. You know what I'm saying? SolarMan for president. I'm just saying. I don't do no capping. You feel me? At all. You know what I'm saying? And I did it without a 607 unk follow. Nigga. I did it without having every video be about some gang shit. The Bob report. Some negative shit. Bob. Or being able to interview Unc and have my numbers go up. I did it without all these niggas. Bob. Unc. I'm the biggest, nigga. And you know that. 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 You know that, bro. You know that, bro. These YNs funny as hell for real. Yeah, YNs be soft as fuck, bro. They be softer than a bitch. I swear to God. They be softer than a bitch. I hate a YN. I ain't gonna lie to you, nigga. And I'm a young nigga. But I hate a young nigga that think he tough. That think he the first one with a gun. That think he the you know what I'm saying, that think he the only nigga with a gun. That think he the only nigga that got hands. Even I hate these niggas, bro. I swear I do. I swear I do. These niggas be bitches for real. You know what I'm saying? And they be gay. A lot of these niggas gay. They got molested and shit. And it's not their fault that they gay, but they gay for real. You feel me? And then when they get behind them bars and then them frail ass arms, or some of them niggas be beefed up too, but it don't matter how big or how little you is, nigga. You just gotta like grown man strength and your strength and what I done been through and what you done been through and where I'm willing to take and where you willing to take it is two different things, bro. Anybody can do this, cuz. Anybody can do this, bro. I can do it well. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can, you know what I'm saying? Anybody can do that though. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can do that too. And you see how he being tough with me and my own, and then he supposed to be part of my tribe and shit. He supposed to be tough with me and shit. But you don't hear watching me talking about he gonna catch me. You gonna catch nothing but hell, bro. You gonna catch nothing but jail, bro. You're either going to hell or jail, bro. You gonna slide face first into hell, think you gonna be tough with me. You gonna wake up in hell, bro. You're gonna be confused on how you got there. You know what I'm saying? Or you're going to jail. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing, bro. I don't have time to play. And I've never been afraid of none of you niggas, especially you young niggas. And you young niggas are kind of like, I made a video and you young niggas, Savage 64. You should go check it out. Goofy ad, the fuck, like, So let's talk about what a goofy is, right? A goofy is somebody who has nothing intelligent to say, who has nothing of substance, who doesn't have any character, who doesn't understand culture, who doesn't understand history, who doesn't understand the language that he's speaking. Your vernacular is kind of like a 4-syllable, like you only have like certain ways that you can type. You're kind of retarded, and you're kind of like now I have to whoop you. Come here, son or daughter. Come here. Sit on Uncle lap, on Uncle Solar lap. Come here. Come here. Let me talk to you. So listen, I know you're looking for something. You're searching for something. You're searching for an identity, right? You're searching for something for entertainment currently right now, and I'm kind of entertaining right now, but I'm kind of serious too. What I want you to know is that you can't assume that everybody is afraid of you. You can't, and I don't believe that you're tough in real life. I'm just talking about people that act tough like you in real life, like mans and shit like niggas with them dumb ass names and shit, like them little retarded niggas. Them, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of talking to the spirit that you're trying to, you know what I'm saying? That you're trying to duplicate. You know what I'm saying? You niggas are kind of like the worst part of my society. And I know I say that about a lot of niggas, but I really mean that with you niggas. You niggas are kind of like stupid. The reason you're stupid, you're not even good criminals. You niggas aren't even good criminals. You niggas are the worst criminals. You niggas are the worst parts of my society because you niggas were born to retarded ass mamas. Y'all daddies was retarded. Y'all grandmamas was retarded. Your grandmama only like 40. Your mama like 12. You feel me? You're like 6. You feel me? And your dad was like 65. You feel me? Or your dad was like 23 when your mama was 15. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? So you're kind of like fucked up from the jump. So because of all of that, you're not really able to like decide on who you want to become as a person because you're kind of like a fucking idiot, bro. You know? You're kind of like a fucking idiot, bro. You niggas drive around in tinted ass cars and shit. Yeah, we're gonna pull you over. You look suspicious, you weird ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? You niggas walk around with your pants below your asshole because you want somebody to stick dick in you. That's what you probably want, Savage 64. You want somebody to stick dick in you. You know what I'm saying? So you droop your pants to look tough and shit. But what's tough about a nigga that droop his pants below his asshole? How can you run away? How can you fight? How can you pull out a gun? And that shit is and you gotta pull up your pants first. You dick in a booty ass nigga. How can you do that? So what I suggest for you, bro, instead of trying to be tough or to adopt a culture that is completely built upon your own destruction, because that's what it is, bro. You're heading for a destruction of your mind because you'll never be what you're claiming to be. You're not like that, bro. And if you were like that, there's only 2 places for you, bro. Hell or jail, bro. Because you're gonna run into a nigga like me who's nice. But I'm telling you what will happen to you because you threatened me on live, bro. And I'm telling you, if you bring energy towards me, bro, you're going to go to jail, bro. I'm going to tell the police on you, bro. And if I can't do that before I kill you, bro, I'm going to kill you and I'm going to send you to hell. So, in order to avoid that or even avoid another nigga that's really way tougher than you, a nigga that want to spank your little ass, you know what I'm saying? You should just listen, bro. And you should decide on an identity that is built upon something abundant. Because right now you're in a low frequency and you kind of don't understand anything and you kind of like are searching for an identity. So you need to raise your vibration so you can track abundance. You don't have to focus on negativity. You don't have to focus on calling me a goofy. You don't have to focus on telling me you're gonna catch me and putting smoke emojis. That's how I know you're a hoe. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know you're a little boy too. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? If you really wanted to do something, you wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I would not. I would not. It need to be a secret. The fuck I want to warn you that I'm gonna do something to you for. You niggas think backwards. Come on now, if we're gonna be war, if we're gonna play war, let's play war. Think before you speak, because you just incriminated yourself, Savage 64. Think before you speak. That's it. Yo, man, killed the man killed the fuck out of me. Yeah, bro, all these dumbass names, Dre Jarvion, you know, these dumbass names. These dumbass names. You know what I'm saying? And it's like these niggas be so like they be so ready to die, bro. We living in a culture that's on a hyper time kind of timeline. They be ready to die, bro. These niggas be ready to die at a young age. I know because I was ready to die too, and I didn't even know it. I was popping pills, not popping pills. Was I popping pills? Damn, I said it. I must have been popping pills. Damn, I was, I was doing acid. You know what I'm saying? I was just only worried about getting some money, only worried about getting some pussy, and I didn't even know how to stick it in for real. You feel me? But that I was just focused on the lowest vibration, on my lowest urges. So what's gonna happen? What would have happened to me was somebody would have sent me to hell or jail. You know what I'm saying? Hell or jail. Because I was in a rush to go to one of those two places and I didn't even realize it because I was a product of my environment. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's good though. And we at 95, so you know I got to go 5 more minutes. I got to make it a whole 100. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's 2 hours. But yeah, man, fuck a man. Fuck a street nigga. Fuck a gangster. Fuck a thug. Fuck a thug in love. Fuck a gangster love. Fuck all them dumbass songs that was made in the 90s that glorified this fuck shit. Fuck gangster music. Fuck rap that has gangster elements. Fuck niggas that say they just talking about their environments. Fuck them niggas. Fuck slide music. Fuck they cut I seen a thread on Instagram where it was a bunch of black people talking about we need to make hustling music back again. Hustling music where we talked about cooking crack, cooking dope, and selling it and shit. We need to make music like that instead of being the user. It's like niggas kind of halfway get it, but then niggas still kind of halfway fucking retarded. Fuck all that shit, bro. Fuck selling dope to your people. Fuck selling dope, period. And if you're gonna sell dope, sell it to them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Sell it, go across the street, sell it to them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Fuck being a victim in your own community. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all this shit, bro. Fuck all. And I'm talking about my people, the tribe of Judah, because we got this shit the most fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because we fell for the biggest trick. We fell for the biggest trick. They disconnected us from our divinity. That's why we so fucked up. That's why we give a fuck about a Pooh Shiesty coming home. That's why we give a fuck about an NBA YoungBoy beef. That's why we give a fuck about a Pooh Shiesty mask. That's why we give a fuck about all this stupid ass, dumb ass, low vibrational ass fuck shit. Fuck these niggas, bro. Fuck them. I'm bringing death to those spirits. Fuck them. Fuck them. I used to pop acid. I saw the grid off it. Bro, I popped acid. So the first time I popped acid, dude finessed us. So I ain't really pop it. I was 17. He finessed us. You know what I'm saying? But the second time I popped acid twice as an adult. Bro, both times I did it, I was staying inside. So I shouldn't have did that. That's where I fucked up. But I was inside my nigga room and his room was dirty and shit. So like that made the shit worse. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, boy, I got so high. I just kept getting higher and higher and higher, higher and higher and higher. And I was like, bro, this shit not made for people. And I ain't see no grid or no shit like that. I just saw like demons and shit and people faces and shit. And I just kind of saw like there was no illusion. Kind of like what shit that's going on right now. The view was not there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see actual physical entities, but like I was like hearing the demonic voices that was in my own head and shit at the time. Like all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? All that type of shit. You gonna see, bro, type correctly. Type correctly. Fucking type correctly. Spell gay ass, the whole word. Like, spell the whole word, dude. Fuck, dude. If you're gonna threaten me, make it like, you feel me? Like, line it up, bro. Line it up, bro. And okay, I'm gonna see. We all heard this, right? We're gonna see that Savage 64 said that he's gonna catch me. When and where? What time, bro? When and where? What time? What time? I was outside. I'm waiting for Savage 64 to be Savage again and to tell me when and where he's gonna do something to me. I was outside in Alaska. I was off 9 tabs at once. You're a fucking savage. You're a fucking savage. 9 tabs, bro. You're a fucking savage. I would never do more than 1 tab at a time. You're a fucking savage. Yeah, I used to live in Alaska. I don't know if you heard that earlier in the live. I don't know what part of Alaska you were in, but yeah, you were off 9 tabs at once, bro. You're a fucking savage. You're a fucking savage, bro. You must be in the military or something with that kind of like African name you got, or you must be. Yeah. I know a lot of Africans up there. I don't know no normal black people up there that's just up there for nothing. My tolerance got high. Yeah, bro. You a fucking savage. 9 tabs, bro, of acid, nigga. You're a fucking savage, bro. I could never. I could never. I feel like I'ma lose touch with this reality. I'm in the military, LOL. Yeah, I knew it, bro. Yeah. You're a fucking savage, though, bro. 9 tabs, nigga. Hell nah, bro. I would be scared, bro. I feel like I'm not gonna be able to. I feel like I'm committing suicide. I might as well just say I don't want to be here no more. And I'm about to. FPG butter just cut off my lights. Y'all saw that, right? FPG butter just did that shit. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna fix it. Hold on. He said I'm not even from the USA, but he gonna catch me. All right, now Savage. Now I'm gonna give you the attention you looking for. You weird ass Turk. You from Turkey? Why you got a name like Savage 64? You not even from the USA. What the fuck are you talking about? When are you gonna catch me? How? You gonna pay like you gonna get a passport? You gonna get a stamp in your passport so you can catch me in my country? Is that what you're telling me, Savage 64? That's why you can't spell. You retarded. You don't even speak English. What language you speak in your country? I'll speak your language. What language you speak? You strike me as a European. What language you speak? Savage. I'm talking to you, boy. Hey, boy. Hey, boy. Savage. I'm talking to you, boy. Savage. Answer me, boy. I was trolling your goofy ass. Okay. Like it wasn't already obvious that you are not a threat. But Savage 64, you're not even from the USA, boy. I'm an American, boy. You better watch how you talking to America, boy. Where you from, boy? Hey, boy, where you from? Savage? Hey, Savage, boy, where you from, boy? Huh? You from one of them brown countries, boy? Or you from one of them red, wannabe white boy countries, boy? Huh? Tell me, boy. Savage? When I'm talking to you, boy, you answer me. Okay, there you go. Say no more. I made your content. Whatever, bro. You're a faggot, dude. And you suck dick. You suck dick. I would talk about your mother, but I respect women. But she gave birth to a faggot. You faggot ass boy. Bitch ass little boy. Bitch ass little boy. I took mushrooms and saw evil creatures smiling at me on the walls and the doors. Do you think it's a sign? Yeah, it's always a sign. It's always an indication. Whenever you take any type of hallucinogenic, anything, it's always a sign. As far as the information that you get, I'll give you a perfect example. So me, I smoke a lot of weed, right? And y'all know me. I'm financially literate. I don't like smoking whole joints. Y'all know I'm rich. I can afford whole weed. Don't play with me. Don't laugh at me, nigga. Don't laugh. I like smoking this shit. But anyways, what happens though when you smoke or anything like that, the information that you get immediately when you start getting high is exactly what you needed to see. You feel me? You needed to see on weed that you are already wrestling with anxiety or tension in your body or etc. When you see now it's crazy that you saw entities on mushrooms. I would assume that it would be opposite actually. You know what I'm saying? Because on acid, I feel like I was gonna see some shit. On mushrooms, I just feel some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like more at home, more at peace, more at earth. And again, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, by the way. We are the biggest. We bigger than everybody. We bigger than 607 Unk, bitch ass, KB Nini, Capo Risky, the Bob Report, FBG Butter. We bigger than everybody. Our platforms are finna be, by the way. And spiritually, we're definitely are. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all being here. I love y'all dearly. I promise y'all I do. We talked about a lot on this live today. For those of y'all that are just now joining in, y'all gonna have to watch it back. We talked about Haile Selassie, the last emperor of Ethiopia. We talked about Dr. Umar Johnson, the Pan-Africanist. We talked about 607 Unk, the spiritualist street nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then we talked about on what example you should follow. And our summary of all that is, you shouldn't follow anybody. You shouldn't follow me. You shouldn't follow your neighbor. You should follow your most intuitive self. and you should do for thyself in thy community. You should become the best version of yourself so you can take information from up high and spread it from the community. So you can take information from all of these sources, from myself included, from gentlemen like Rashad Jamal included, from 607 Unc, from Haley Salisi, from the life and information of Haley Salisi, from Dr. Umar Johnson. Take information from these people, from us. Take it back to your source and feed your people, bro. Turn up on your people, bro. Turn up for your people, bro. Police your own communities, bro. Lincoln Heights, Ohio, 2025 in February, when those Nazis came on the bridge, we policed our communities for 60 days straight, bro. The only thing that I disagree that we did in that situation is that we stopped. If we kept policing our communities, ICE would not come to our communities like they're doing currently and just pressing us and bullying us. They wouldn't do it like that each time, because they would get met with a full community response with niggas and women. And I don't mean black people, just men and women that are willing to kill you and die about that shit. You're not gonna bully us, bro. Because I guarantee you, if they were zip tying and hog tying, and I don't like to bring race and everything, but race is pretty much about everything in this country. If they hog tied and zip tied and snatched Caucasian and Anglo-Saxon and Jewish little boys and girls out of their rooms and out of their homes and out of their houses, and little babies, and they zip tied them and they put them on the grass, this country was shut down in a matter of 24 hours. They would not allow it. We wouldn't be allowed to do anything. They wouldn't even be allowed to be in the White House no more. They wouldn't allow that shit. They wouldn't allow that shit. So my people, we need to do for ourselves and protect ourselves. I made you tough. Now make some. I made you a tough wannabe. Now make some monkey noises. From what I gathered, acid is like LSD. That's the right hallucinogen. But acid is more synthetic, therefore less healthy. Um, Acid and LSD not the same. Damn, bro. Acid and LSD not the same thing. Damn, bro. Hey, in Savage 64, what country you from, bro? At least make this a fair debate. Again, you don't have a profile picture. You didn't say where you're from. At least let me know, you know? So this can kind of be a debate, you know? I'll wait for that. I'm not responding to anything else you say until you tell me that. Acid is LSD, fool. He just said it's not. I thought it was the same thing. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not, you feel me? I'm not the nigga to ask, though, is it true or is it not true? I don't know. But I thought it was the same thing. But I definitely tell you, though, acid definitely is like way more chemically inclined. I don't like that chemical shit. Like, I felt like I was actually frying my brain with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't need shit like that because I made you my puppet, goofy ass monkey. So not only do you like to emulate my culture, but then you also like to subscribe. So now I know you're a European faggot, and you're probably a European. You're probably either Western. The way you're typing, you're probably like an Eastern European faggot, and you're a cunt, and you don't know anything. So you know enough about my country to emulate the most lowest parts of my country and my people, my culture rather, but you don't know enough to really have a intellectual debate because you're a faggot, and you probably your mom probably takes you probably take as much dick or more dick than your mom ever has. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're probably like a European cunt, you know, and you're probably like inferior. Not that you're probably like, because your people are inferior, and you know that. You people are actually the monkeys. Study your own DNA. You people are actually monkeys, not my people. You know what I'm saying? You people are actually descended from a Neanderthal beast barbaric DNA. You people are actually savages. Not because I say so, but you can Google me. You can Google me. You can Google me, you monkey. You can Google me, you monkey. And you can say you made me my puppet. You're on my live, you faggot ass, weird ass. You're such a cunt. You're a inferior cunt. You're a stupid cunt. You don't even have anything of substance to say. You're helping my channel get monetized, bro. So yeah, I appreciate the assist, you faggot ass boy. Like, you know, I'll probably break your jaw in real life. Like, you feel me? I'll probably piss on you. You feel me? Like, I'll probably piss on you for real, bro. I'll probably fart in your mouth, faggot ass boy. You feel me? Like, cause something like you gotta give niggas like you a wedgie. You feel me? I'll probably give you a wedgie, you feel me, and probably bag your mama. You know what I'm saying? You, faggot ass boy. You a faggot. And I just told you what to do. If you don't like what I'm saying to you, book me. You gotta pay me. Pay me in euros, faggot. Euro boy. Pay me in euros, Euro boy. Well, I couldn't sleep off of it. Yeah, bro. You won't be able to sleep off that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. 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 You ain't gonna be able to sleep off that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got so high, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I wasn't able to sleep off that shit. I got so high. Oh my god. But it was a real good conversation today, guys. I appreciate that. We did 2 lives today, and it was it's some real good information spattered in both lives. The first live we talked about a little bit about trauma. We talked about the Illuminati a little bit. We mostly talked about history, and we talked about how Trump doesn't plan on leaving the office, and he's running for 3 terms. That is democracy crumbling right before your eyes. You know what I'm saying? So we talked about that. Um, we talked about what else did we talk about? Oh, I did some like spiritual voodoo looking shit that I'm about to drop a video on. Y'all want to see that? Y'all want to see me doing some spiritual voodoo looking shit? Nah. It's not what y'all think it is, but it's not what you think it is. You know what I'm saying? So I can drop that. I'm about to drop that soon. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty cool. On this live, again, we talked about 3 individuals and what examples should you follow. You should follow all of them, but you should follow none of the men. Follow the examples, follow none of the men. Follow the example, follow none of the men. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking of another drug for sure. You got it. I used to do Molly too. Shit cool. Nah, fuck that shit now. Now you tripping. Fuck a Molly, fuck a Percocet, fuck all that synthetic ass shit. That shit weak as hell, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit weak as hell. Hey, Savage, go ahead. Savage 64, white boy, Euro boy, European boy. Go ahead and copy my culture and the way I dress and shit, cause I put this shit on. You feel me? And send me a picture like your mama so I can see what she look like. You hear me? I ain't gonna talk about it. I'm just saying, send me a picture. Pure Molly rocks. My nigga said Molly is wonderful. You niggas is some geekers. You niggas is some geekers. You niggas is some geekers. Is there any other news going on though while I'm still on the live? Cause I kind of feel like hanging up, but I kind of don't. So it's like, is there any other news going on, y'all? Let me know, y'all. Real quick, I'm about to look up some shit. My mom died when I was 8. I'm now 30. Shit hurt me, so I still do a lot of drugs to escape. That's a good little segue right here, bro. So why do we do drugs? We do it to escape. The only thing about that is, bro, is that all the drugs that you do, I mean, you already know they have a neuro symptomatic thing that goes on in your body. You know what you're doing in your body. But other than that, you can experience the feeling of all of those drugs just by being in tune with yourself. I can be high off mushrooms just by thinking about mushrooms. I can be high off acid just by thinking off acid. I can be high off weed by truly just thinking about some weed. So it's like, all those drugs just do is tap into different parts of your psyche anyway. But I understand needing to heal and medicate yourself. I'm not someone here that said that you shouldn't take drugs. I'm not going to tell you what to do, bro. Do whatever is best for you. All I can say, though, is when you are truly in tune and aware with yourself, you will want to treat yourself better. You know, and I believe the goddess that was your mother would want that for you, to treat yourself better, to love yourself. She would want that for you, bro. So do what you need to do for now, but love yourself, bro, because you deserve that. I'm saying you wouldn't be here if you didn't deserve something. You deserve love, bro. You deserve a peace of mind, a peace of heart, and you can't really do that when you're always inebriated. So do with that information as you will, brother. But is there any other news going on, man? Nah, for sure, for sure. Is there any other news going on, man? Like, did I miss some shit? I want to make sure that we covered everything. I only really plan on being here for 20 minutes. Y'all know how me, when I plan on doing something for a short period of time, I get to talking and then European weirdo motherfuckers or your little niggas, just little niggas from wherever they fuck they come from, just want to say some shit. So it's like, I kind of like when they say some shit though. Like I say, they kind of help me let off some steam, you know. So I kind of like that shit. I ain't gonna lie. But y'all let me know if I'm missing something. Y'all let me know if I'm missing something. I don't think I'm missing nothing, y'all. Am I missing anything? Did we talk about everything we need to talk about? Y'all let me know. The goal again for this live was 50 likes. We did not reach that, but I'm gonna keep setting the goal, and eventually we're gonna reach everything again because we are the biggest. We bigger than everybody. 607 Unc, KB Nini, Capo Risky, FBG Butter, the Bob Report. We bigger than everybody. Let's see. I got one more. Said, do you know what the hell? No, I don't know what that is. The dough it is. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. See, solar, not I don't do no capping, bro. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I know what some shit is, and I don't. You feel me? I ain't bigger and badder than nobody, so I'm about to learn some shit. Hold on, let's see what the fuck that is. Do it. What the fuck is that? You sure that's how it's spelled? I don't think that's how it's spelled, bro. That's a Pokemon, bro. I just googled it, bro. It's a Pokemon. I just googled it. Duat. Let me see. Duat most commonly refers to the IntelliJ a Eurorack module. Bro, this can't be what you talking about. Nah, nigga, this is not what you talking. What you talking about, bro? Huh? Let me show you. When you tell me this shit, let me show you what pulls up, nigga. Not what you probably talking about. Maybe this is what you talking about. This is what you talking about. That's what you talking about. What the fuck is that, bro? That's what you talking about, bro. All these big ass words. Listen what this nigga just most commonly refers to the IntelliJ Duat 1U, a Eurorack module that functions as a dual attunator, anti-inverter, mixer. What all these big ass dumb ass words, bro? What the fuck is that? What is that, bro? What is that? What's that, bro? Y'all see 607 Unc, Heated King yelling 607 Unc over National Guards in Chicago. I talked about that shit first. But I'm glad that Unc is saying something. Because I was wondering when he was going to say something. Yeah, but I'm glad he finally saying something with that big ass platform. But I said something first before all them niggas. So, some people think it's good. I personally think anybody that think it's good is kind of like fucking retarded. I think Yellow said that dumbass shit. But he just wants shit to get like straightened up because niggas be out of control. And I don't disagree that niggas be out of control, but it don't need to be no white boy to control some shit. I'm not saying it need to be black people to control the shit. It don't need to be no, let me put it like this, it don't need to be no bully ass motherfucker to control some shit. You know what I'm saying? Where innocents are getting infected. Because those not the niggas that y'all want to do something to. Go do something to the niggas that's doing something. You know what I'm saying? Go be outside. When them shots ring, go stay outside. Go stay outside all day. You feel me? Like, I don't know. When Bibi Netanyahu talks in world government meetings, a lot of country representatives leave the room. Yeah, because his country is like not even a real country. Those are Eastern European cunt motherfuckers who claim to have historical rights to some land that doesn't belong to them. Same thing with Palestinians, but the Palestinians, at least they've been there way longer than those white motherfuckers. Those white motherfuckers are Eastern European, Germans, Bulgarians that have historically been kicked out of every place that they went to. Those motherfuckers, not my people too, but they're different though. They have to wear a Star of David for you to know that they're Jewish. You know what I'm saying? Me, you can just look at me. You know what I'm saying? You might not know that I'm a real Jew, but you can look at me and know who I am. Those people have to wear a Star of David because they adopted a culture that wasn't theirs. You know what I'm saying? And Bibi Netanyahu, he's like the worst kind of white person ever. You know what I'm saying? He's a real Caucasian. He's awful. He's an awful person. And he all the time points blame at other places while he kills man, woman, and children. He's a coward, and he deserves to die. He deserves to sit on a long pole that goes from his rectum to his crown and goes in his ass, out his top of his head. That's how he deserves to die. Some Game of Thrones type shit. You know what I'm saying? Some Game of Thrones type shit. You know what I mean? Oh, he said it's a place where you go when you die to escape and not get reincarnated. I ain't never heard that, bro. I ain't never heard that. Hold on, let me see if they talk about that somewhere else. No, I ain't never heard that. I didn't know that. It's a place you go so you can escape when you die. Mm. We can talk about that a little bit more later. I appreciate y'all, all y'all being here. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell everybody about us again, because y'all see what's going on. We spit real facts. We spit real information. We are entertaining at all times. We the best. So why not support something like that? You know what I'm saying? I love y'all, though. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.